We good? Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another X-Plane 11 live stream. We're back on the West Coast. It's been a minute since we've done some West Coast flying. Um, well, we did some a couple weeks ago, but it feels like we've been flying pretty specifically on the East Coast as of recent and in the Midwest. So, um, again today, continue to bear with me. I'm still fighting through this sinus infection. I think it's starting to clear up, but today it's got a little bit of my voice with it. So um, bear with me. So if I have to again mute myself and um, take care of this infection or this sinus infection that I got, I do apologize. I'm gonna do my best to get through the stream as easy as possible. Um, So yeah, today we are back in the 737, the awesome, beautiful level up 737-800 in the Continental Merger United Airlines livery. I love this livery. There's just something about it and its simplicity that I absolutely love. I don't know why. Um, it's just such a nice livery to me, so I wanted to bring it back out and do some flying with it. We're on the ground in Los Angeles, where I am based with United Virtual. Um, our last flight with United Virtual was into Chicago. We've repositioned ourselves back to our home base. We caught a jump seat flight back to LA. Um, and now we are back to work with United Virtual. We're going to take this plane up to San Francisco, unload and reload, and turn the plane around and head down to Las Vegas. I figured what better sceneries to try and test this 4070 out that's now in my computer than LA, San Francisco, and Las Vegas. 3 sceneries, all of which are very detailed, have a lot going on, and we'll apologize. My fiance's texting me. And we'll really test whether or not my 4070 is worth the money I spent on it. Flightline, yo, what's good? What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well today. Again, excuse the congestion in my voice. I'm still fighting through the sinus infection that I got. So if it sounds like I'm a bit groggy this morning, that is why. Hopefully it goes away within the first hour of this stream. But yeah, again, we're in the United Continental merger livery. Just the simplicity of this livery is just, there's something about it that I absolutely love. And I'm excited to get flying today. So without further ado, we are going to head up into the cockpit of the airplane, and we're going to get things set up and ready to go. We are in a cold and dark state. I have not touched anything inside the airplane, so we're going to hop up inside and get things ready to go. Goodness, excuse me. All right. All right, we are in the ground at LA. Sorry, just checking my phone really quickly. Give me 1 second. On the ground in LA. Like I said, I have not touched anything in the airplane. I haven't even gotten a standby power connected or anything like that. We're going to go and run through our checks together and get this thing airborne and on our way to San Francisco. Let me just make sure I'm connected to the VATSIM network, which we are. No ATC online as of right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to stay that way. West Coast, LA Center, and Oakland Center usually aren't online until like mid to late afternoon, but we shall see. Let me go and get my system sounds up real quick. Good old jar design, ground handling sounds. I think I'm going to switch over to different ground handling. We are tracking real world time, so it is currently 10 o'clock in the morning at LA, early morning. All right, let's head upstairs to the overhead. Standby power on. Go and connect the ground power. Go ahead and run through our checks. Throw our IRSs over to the nav position. Go and test the flaps. Over here, test the flight recorder. All set, good. Test the overspeed warning. Can't test the stall warning test until the hydraulic systems are pressurized, so let's do that once they are pressurized. Head back down to the overhead, start from the left side with the aft left fuel pump online for the APU. That's all good, that's all good. Get some panel lighting in. It is a bit dark in the cockpit this morning. Seatbelt sign can stay off for right now until the airplane is fueled up and ready to go. Window heat is coming online. Anti-ice can stay off. Hydraulics are fine. Down here, isolation valve can go to the auto position. We are going to be cruising at 30,000 feet for this leg. 30, is it? Yes, 30. And our landing altitude into San Francisco. Probably just pulling my charts up really quickly. Our landing altitude into San Francisco, I believe, is just 10. 13 feet, so we're going to set this to 0. Get our nav lights on and all that kind of good stuff. Ooh. Overhead is set and ready to go. For now, 3016 on the altimeter. Go ahead and get that set and ready to go. All right, let's head down to the tablet. Fuel weight and balance, payload. Now, SimBrief is telling me I need 12.7 pounds of fuel, 12,700 pounds of fuel, with a zero fuel weight of 125.5. Sorry, I'm not chatting, downloading a crap ton of freeware sceneries for some really unique streams. That's fine, but that is completely fine with me. So I need to add 30.5 to the payload to get us to our zero fuel weight. Once the fuel is loaded, we're going to go ahead and launch the ACARS system. Alright, fuel has been loaded. We're going to go ahead and launch ACARS so they start tracking our flight for United Virtual. That is all set and good to go. Alright, let's head down to the FMC. Alright, and head over to the pause init page. We are on the ground in LAX. And let me get these panel lights on. So it is very, very dark in this cockpit right now. It's one thing I wish X-Plane would fix is their cockpit shadows, but it is what it is. Alright, LAX is our reference airport. We're going to head over, grab our GPS left position, throw it into the IRS position, over to the route page from LAX over to San Francisco KSFO. Our flight number today for the initial flight is United 1678. And we are going to be departing off of 25 right per the usual. Activate and execute that. Head over to our departure pages. Departures, 25 right. We are going to be on the Summer 2 departure. And that's going to be via the Stoked transition. Go ahead and execute that. We're going to be jumping from there directly onto our arrival into San Francisco. Let me go and check San Francisco's ATIS real quick. Ah, goodness, excuse me. Simultaneous charted visual flight procedures in use. Landing runways 28 left, 28 right. Departing runways 1 left, 1 right. Okay, so we're going to plan for the 28s. I'm going to go ahead and plan for 28 right. And we're going to be taking that via Eddie. I know that because I've flown this route 1,000 times before. We're going to be on the Surfer 4 arrival. No transition. With Eddie as our final. That is absolutely correct. Go ahead and execute that. Head over to the legs page. Make sure we don't have any discontinuities. There we go. We got one. We're going to throw Surfer up there and clear that discontinuity out. Init ref page. Reserves, we're going to have 1. Cost index is going to be 35 for today's flight. We'll be cruising at 300. SimBrief is telling me our cruise winds are going to be 228 at 25. Someone, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today? With an ISA deviation of +3. We'll execute that. Head over to our N1 limit page. I would be in SFO right now if I weren't on vacation. That's cool. Not planning any deration. We'll just do a derated climb. Go to climb 1. That's fine with me. Take off. Flaps 5. V1 speed 132. Rotate 134. V2 of 145. So if we head up into the MCP of the airplane, we're going to go ahead and tune 30,000. So we do not have any ATC instructions pending. And our speed, I'm going to throw in the V2 plus 15. So we'll VREF plus 15. So we'll put 160 in the MCP up there. All right. The airplane is loaded with fuel. Get the seatbelt sign online. Get the fuel pumps going. And get the APU started. All right. We are looking good. We are about ready to get out of here. Go ahead and throw the flight director master and secondary online. We're going to do a quick jib whiz test.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear.
You reside nearby.
Wind shear.
That's cool.
Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
All right, that looks good to me. Test all that, get all our lights on. Make sure all that looks good, which it does. The APU spooling back there. That APU spooling. All right, while that's going on, we're going to go ahead and head over to ground services, get all of our doors closed up. As we are getting ready for departure, I'm going to call up ground handling and tell them that they can drive away. Oh, you know what? I forgot that the GPU was connected by ground handling. Alright, well, you know, we're just going to throw the APU gens on then. Being the ground power is having issues. Do not know why that's a thing. That's weird. I usually have ground power connected directly from the airplane, but I guess Jar Design's ground handling took over that when I called them up, so... yeah, and I don't know how to change that, so whatever. I think I'm going to use the same ground handling plugin that Owl uses. That looks a lot better, and it's fucking free. No idea why I paid money for a ground handling plugin. Alright, APU is online. APU bleed pressure is... duct pressure is pressurizing. Sweet. While the ground handling is driving away, we're going to get the air conditioning on inside the airplane, cool our passengers off a little bit. SimBrief is telling me we have 146 passengers on board this flight today. We are relatively full. Alright, go and disconnect the GPU. I don't know if Jar Design caused any faults with this airplane, so I'm going to go ahead and go to aircraft failures and click fix everything just to be sure. Bro, rip your money for that shit, LOL. Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%. Because I was under the impression that with Jar, when I bought this years ago, mind you, it was a long time ago I bought this ground handling plugin. But when I bought it, I was under the impression that I could install airline liveries, which is true, but for some reason they just don't work for me, right? It just doesn't work. So like I have Southwest, Delta, United, all that installed for Jar Design ground handling just to make it look a little bit more realistic. Granted, it doesn't do anything for the airplane. It's just aesthetically there. But, yeah, it doesn't work. So I'm just going to use that free plugin that Owl told me about that he uses in X-Plane 12 and go from there. All right. All the doors are closed. Looks like our ground handling has taken off. They're parked behind the airplane, so we're going to go ahead and head up to ground handling, control, hide all, and then let's get Sam back up, main window. We're going to go disconnect the jetway from the airplane as our passengers are boarded and ready to move their way up to the Bay Area. Goodness, excuse me, guys. Alright, the jetway is moving up. APU is running. We're going to get our anti-collision light on, get our beacon light on, and we're going to call up better pushback and get out of here.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
With where our aircraft is positioned, I could either have them push me back this way into the alley, or to make my life easy, as we do not have any ATC online, I would actually be calling and making this request to ATC. We are going to push and start. See, Mike, this is why I default to digging for freeware versions of something I want. That way, if there is anything, I won't regret my purchase if it actually comes to buying something. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
There have been a couple of purchases that I've made in this simulator that I have not necessarily regret, because I don't regret anything, but I've definitely learned a lesson from it. So, yeah. So, Anyway, yeah, if ATC was online, I would be calling them up and requesting permission to push and start onto taxiway Charlie. Okay, I guess this door just doesn't want to close, even though I click close. See, that's another thing. Alright, now we are all set, connected, ready to go. But does not look like we have any traffic on the way to that we are going to block besides that Frontier down there, but it looks like he's still chilling at the gate. So we are doing good.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Alright. Looking good. So wait for the tow to connect, and then we will get pushed and on our way out of here. Disconnect the GPU, thank you. Frame rate's still pretty solid at LA. A little bit of frame lag at 30 FPS, but that's on almost max graphics settings.
Release parking brake.
So, alright, tow is connected. They are ready to push. We're going to go and release the parking brake. You guys are cleared to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Are we on Unicom frequency? Yes, we are. Out of all my current mods, I only ever bought two things, GSX and the PMDG 737. Very happy with those decisions. Yeah, definitely. FS Dream Team doesn't want my money for some reason. I've tried purchasing GSX and they just won't let me purchase it. I don't know why. Something that was a glitch in their website. I haven't tried since I tried months and months ago when I tried buying GSX, so I haven't tried since then, but we'll see. Los Angeles Traffic United 1678, pushing back from stand 76 Alpha. We're pushing start on to Charlie. LA traffic. Alright. Go ahead and get our packs off. Good to go. And turn into. Alright, N2 is on the rise. EGT is going to start coming up here shortly. Start valve is open. Why does it sound like I have no engine sounds? At this 25%? Oh no, they're there. Just faint. We got a good start on 2, turn in 1. Start valve is open. N2 is on the rise. Waiting for 25%.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Introducing fuel, brake set. Fuel flow is coming up.
Disconnecting
EGT
tow.
is on the
Stand
rise.
by.
N1 is on the rise. Alright, that's a good start on number 1. Engine gens are coming online. APU bleed is coming off. Packs are coming on. Head up to the upstairs. Door flows. Yaw damper coming on. Probe heat can come on. Hydraulic pumps are coming online. Head upstairs. Stall warning test 1 and 2. Beautiful. Alright, packs are on. Isolation valve is into the auto position. APU bleed is off. Engine bleeds are on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Alright, we are looking good. Looking good. Alright. Just wait for the hand signals. While we're waiting for that, we're going to go ahead and set flaps 5. Beautiful. Auto brakes set to the RTO position. You do not need to arm the speed brakes as it is a Boeing. Get our engine peripherals or our secondary engine gauges up to the primary ICAS. So we can use this for any emergencies that pop up on the screen. Alright. Looks like we got the signal as the tug is driving away. Alright, brakes are released. Let's get going. Start taxiing out. And LA traffic, United 1678, be taxiing 25 right by Charlie 6 to Bravo, Charlie 6 to Bravo for LA traffic. Make this right turn here, and then we'll make a left turn onto Bravo, take Bravo all the way down to the end of 25 right. Go ahead and get let's go ahead and get squawking for VATSIM purposes. Off. Engine gens are going over to the continuous position as American Eagle just smashes right into our airplane. That's just fine. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you. And to the American on Bravo, appreciate you holding, didn't see you there. Apologies for cutting you off. Do not think he is voice compatible, nor is he stating his intentions, so I did not know he was taxiing. But it is what it is. All good. Gotta love AI sometimes. You're right. You know, I like having the ground vehicles up in X-Plane. Brings a little bit more realism to the airport, but man, they just...
LA traffic 494, they'll be departing runway 24 left, Orca 5 departure. LA.
Brings a little bit more realism to the simulator, but man, sometimes they just have a mind of their frickin' own. This American behind is probably like, why the hell is it taking this guy so long to taxi? Have I used XP Realistic with the 737? Cockpit ambience, don't want that off. Turn down just a bit more. I do not want it as aggressive as it is. Windshield wind, I am turning you down for sure. I realize you were loud as hell. Turbulence movement, we're going to go down to 10. I think that's what I have it set to in the Airbuses. Fine for right now. We'll mess with it a little bit more once we get airborne. We have a little bit more time to do so. Hope you all are doing well today. Appreciate you guys joining in and showing me some love. Getting close. Does not look like we have anybody on final for the 2-5, so we're just going to go ahead and line up, call our departure. About to head to class now, so I'm going to be lurking. Alright, my man. Appreciate you. traffic United 1678. We'll be lining up 25 right at Bravo. That's probably one, but alright, go ahead and arm the auto throttle, arm VNAV and LNAV as we're getting lined up on the runway. Set throttles 40% as we are slowly getting lined up. And throttles are set and toga. Start the chrono. And LA traffic United 1678 on the roll. 25 right, going to be departing on the summer 2 departure to the north. LA. Looking good. There's 100 knots.
Traffic American 196, taking runway 25 right.
D1.
And rotate. Slight back pressure on that stick. Don't need a lot. And we are airborne. Positive brake gears coming
Gear
up.
up.
Oh man. Look how smooth this sim is running. Start trimming the airplane out. Climb thrust. Pitching the airplane down slowly. Don't want to be aggressive with your control inputs. Let's go flaps 2. Landing gear can go to the off position. Auto brakes going off. Flaps 1. And flaps can come up. Trimming the airplane out.
LA traffic American 196, taking runway, taking off runway 25 right on the Oregon 5 departure at Los Angeles.
A little bit of clear air turbulence, that is just fine. Right, I'm gonna go throw autopilot A. Let the airplane start doing its thing. And LA traffic, United 1678, climbing out of 6,400 on summer 2 departure. We'll be departing to final call for LA. Great day. Looking good, looking good. Some beautiful views out of Southern California.
LA traffic Delta 5379, short fine runway 24 right.
Yeah. That is what I have to change with XP Realistic. That head movement, not a fan. Yeah, anticipation. Let's keep taxi at about 10. There, about 10. Roll. Do about 5. Pitch 1 I do not like. Delay. Turn that down to about 5. That's fine. Alright, we're through 10,000 feet. Landing lights are coming off. Runway turnoffs are coming off. Taxi lights coming off. Logo and wing light can come to the off position. We are on our way. looks like we are meeting a altitude restriction. However, we don't need to be doing that because there's no ATC online, so we're just going to go ahead and hit level change. Climb out at 290 knots.
KLAX traffic, Frontier, flight 746, taxiing runway 25 right, LAX.
Sounds turned down just a bit. Get some music going.
Traffic Delta 2379, clear runway 24 right on crossing runway 2 foot left, and angle to the gate on any traffic.
Beautiful, beautiful views out of LA right now. Absolutely beautiful. Well, we are well through 18,000 feet. We're going to set standard on the altimeters and get our engine start switches to the off position. What's our frame rate looking like right now? 60. Beautiful. Beautiful departure out of LA. I hope everyone has had a good start to their week. Yo, I'm currently leaving school. Aviation 777, what's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. Be live around 5:30. Sounds like a plan, my man. I will hang out like I did yesterday. Appreciate you coming in and saying what's up. I just departed out of LA, climbing through 27,000 feet on our way to San Francisco, and then we'll be doing our second leg on our way to Vegas, just testing out this new 4070. Am I in the UK or something, or Netherlands? No, I live in the United States, someone. No, I do not live in Europe, someone. I live in the United States. I go to Las Vegas of Nevada. Oh, you were talking to Aviation 777? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess that question was for you, Aviation. If it's almost 5, then I doubt it's in the US. True. No, he was saying he'll be going live around 5:30. Looks like we just leveled off at 30,000 feet. Sounds like a plan to me. We're going to get the seatbelt sign off for our passengers to move about the cabin. Someone says, oh. Yeah. If I were to guess, Aviation, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe is somewhere on the East Coast, maybe. Could be wrong, maybe West Coast, not sure. Which 737 variant is this? This is the 737-800-800. Speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the sim sounds just down a little bit more so we can get some beautiful exterior views of this airplane. 737 with its split scimitars. Don't know why I said it like that. It's hard to tell from the wing view because I thought United gave a lot of its Dash 800 scimitar winglets, and I can't see them from the wing view. Yeah, I know they're kind of hard from the front wing view to see because that split on the bottom is kind of covered from the top end of the wing. But if I were to head over to a rear window seat like here, now you can see them. There they are for you. Beautiful ortho. I wonder if my sub goal has updated to a current. It's not even showing. we are looking good. That's a nice view. Hang out here for a little bit. What's up, Mike? How you doing? What's up, Colin? How you doing, buddy? Good to hear from you. Hope all is well. We're about 40 miles from our top of descent. We are getting close. Oh, I've had us cruising at Mach 0.71. I forgot I clicked flight level change. Alright. We go ahead and brief the arrival into San Francisco over here on our charts. We are flying the Surfer 4 arrival into San Francisco. We need to cross Eddy at 6,000 feet, 240 knots. Expect a sign instrument approach, runways 28 left and right. And that's given if we have ATC online. We are planning the ILS to 28 right. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that down here. We take a look at that. From Eddy to Sidby to Seepin, it'll be at 3,000 for Seepin, to intercept the localizer to the 28 right ILS. Localizer frequency 111.7, final approach course of 284. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the airplane now. .7, 111.7. We have an approach course of 284 degrees. All right, that is all set. Doing okay. I'll be coming out this weekend and staying for a week. Sweet, man. Hopefully I will see you then. Hang out a little bit. Top of descent is in 20 miles, so I'm going to go ahead and tune 6,000 feet in the MCP. It's our bottom altitude on the arrival. And I'm going to go ahead and start us down on a slow descent. Go ahead and catch that. Airborne 30 minutes, not bad at all. Goodness, excuse me. beautiful. Ortho in California is just absolutely gorgeous. Looks like we're catching our VNAV profile now. There's a weather update for you guys. Ugh. Just default mesh for you versus ortho. Alright, through 18,000 feet, San Francisco. ATIS is 3016, so we're going to go ahead and set that 3016. While we're at it, we can go ahead and set our minimums for 28 right as well. Minimums are going to be 213. There's 213 in the minimums. Set our engine start switches to the continuous position. A little bit of turbulence. Going to get the seatbelt sign back on, let our passengers know that they need to take their seats, fasten their seatbelts, as we are going to be beginning our arrival into San Francisco here shortly. Our system sounds back up just a little bit. Descending through 10,000 feet, landing lights are coming on. Runway turn off, taxi light, logo, and wing light all coming online. How's the new card? New card is doing well, man. 4070 is a beast. It's an absolute beast. Love it so far. The simulator's been running very, very smoothly with this card. So it was definitely a purchase worth the money. Go ahead and take control of the speed. I'm going to set 240. Set auto brake 1 for this arrival. Really wish there was a way to figure out the cockpit shadows. I hate that it's so dark in the cockpit all the time. San Francisco traffic, good evening. United 1678, approximately 30 nautical miles from the field, descending out of 8,000 on the Surfer 4 arrival. Will be flying the ILS 28 right approach, San Francisco. Flight line just finished class. It's good to hear, my man. Welcome back. We're about to land into San Francisco. Had some light chop in the descent. Airborne about 45 minutes. Not a bad flight at all. I have done this flight 1,000 times. I actually had my first legitimate in-flight emergency in the simulator on this flight with United in the 737. I had a rapid depressurization, or cabin depressurization emergency. We were just over, I believe it was San Luis Obispo, or Obispo. We were just around that area, climbing through 28,000 feet, and all of a sudden I got the pressurization alert in the cockpit. I checked the pressurization panel and everything was fine, but I had to make an emergency descent to 10,000 feet. And I was on VATSIM, and had to make an emergency return to LA. And it was awesome too, because VATSIM accommodated it. You know, I declared my emergency, and they gave me an emergency return, gave me an arrival to fly, all that kind of stuff. Asked me if I needed equipment on the runway, and said no. We were able to taxi back to the gate, and it was pretty cool. It was really, really cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get us down to 3,000 feet. We'll slow us to 230 knots, and from there we'll go ahead and go level change. I'm gonna go ahead and get some speed brakes out, help the descent. Speed brake deployment is just a bit much. Like a little bit, but not that much. Dang, for real, that's crazy. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. You know, it was really cool that VATSIM accommodated it, because usually when VATSIM's busy, they don't accommodate emergencies. They tell you to disconnect, but LA Center was very accommodating, and all the ground controllers and tower controllers at LA were really cool. I'm going to go ahead and go out flaps 1. I'm going to go ahead and actually pause the music. Get ready for our arrival. I'm going to get the system sounds up just a bit more for you guys. Flaps 2 out. Go and stow the brakes. Get those armed. Here's the airport. Slow us back to 210. Actually, let's roll us all the way back to 200. And this is going to put us on about a 20-mile final, 10-mile final. Go ahead and intercept the localizer, arm the approach. San Francisco traffic, United 1678 on a 10-mile final 28 right. San Francisco.
San Francisco traffic, Thunder 4521, we're adjusting type Q400. We're starting up, no push required, expecting runway 1 left for departure. Thunder 4521, San Francisco.
Oh, flaps 5, slows to 180. Drop the gear. Oh, flaps 10.
2500.
Gear down, 3 greens.
Right, gears down, 3 green. Let me actually go ahead and set this as well. Doing a flaps 30 landing, 143 knots. We'll do that plus 5. So I'm going to slow us to our final approach speed now. Set 143, but we'll know our buffer's plus 5 knots. Alright, before landing checklist, approach briefing has been completed. Seatbelt signs are on. Passenger announcement has been completed. Recall is checked. Auto brakes are as required. No HUD, radios and displays are set in cross. Check speed brakes are armed with a green light. Gears down and indicating 3 green. Flaps are set to 30 with the green light. And we are clear to land. Your landing rates in chat. Let's see what I can get myself into. Hopefully I can land a 7.3 a little bit better than I've been landing the Airbus lately. They haven't been doing a good job landing that airplane. Alright, 1,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and take the airplane. My throttles.
1000.
Left of the center line. Just make those adjustments. Man, I really want to get that fucking Boeing yoke from Thrustmaster. Feels so wrong flying a Boeing with a side stick.
500.
Okay, so those dual callouts I'm getting in a 321 is definitely the BSS Soundpack. I need to figure out how to do those.
400.
Light slow.
300.
Light slow.
Yeah.
Light slow.
We are fine.
200 minimums.
Landing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, beautiful landing. Reverses are out. I forgot. I have to uninstall this landing ray monitor because it has been very inaccurate as of late.
San Francisco traffic, Thunder 4521, we're here at the west side of the apron, parking 105, taxiing to runway 1 left via Bravo and intersection hotel for Thunder 4521, San Francisco.
Beautiful, beautiful landing. Alright, welcome to San Francisco, everybody. I'll take the high speed here to the left. We're looking for stand Echo 8 out of Terminal 3. Alright.
San Francisco traffic, Timberline 49, descending via Bodega 3. We'll be transitioning to 28 left via RG. San
Do we
Francisco.
have any traffic? No. And San Francisco traffic, United 1678's vacated 28 right at Tango. We'll be transitioning to Delta and taxiing straight into Terminal 3 from there, crossing 28 left at Delta. Final call for San Francisco. Have a great day. Alright, keep the lights on for right now as we're crossing an active runway. 3 is right here, straight ahead of us. Our gate is going to be over here by this 777. We are clear of the runway, so I'm going to go ahead and get the lights off. Engine switches can come over to the normal position. Logo wing light coming off. Strobe lights are coming off. Get the APU started up. Disarm the auto brake. That was a very, very nice flight. Don't know what this guy's doing. That does not look good. I really wish X-Plane would... I really wish I would pay a developer for quality VATSIM traffic. I would. 100% pay. 15, 20 bucks, I would pay. Alright, Echo 8 is going to be the second from the last gate, which I believe is occupied by this A320 right here. So we're going to go ahead and take this gate right over here. That's fine with me. I need to upgrade to... I need to buy that new Payware San Francisco scenery. This scenery that I have installed is free. However, I do not like having static aircrafts at a scenery. Alright, taxi light is coming off, so we're not blinding our marshaller. What do you mean go left? I'm literally on the center line, bud. I'm not going to do that. Sped up just a little bit too much. That's fine. Park and brake is engaged. APU gens are coming online. APU bleed is online. Shutting down 2. Waiting for the rollback. And shutting down 1. Beacon light is coming off. Beautiful. Jetway is on the move. Fantastic. That was a beautiful landing. Now the ACAR system told me negative 159, so you were close, flight line. You were very close. What did Volanta tell me? Negative 159. So this landing rate plug-in...
United 611, top tip. Use your radio.
Yeah, this landing rate plugin that I have installed that pops up on the screen right here is not very accurate. Static guys are annoying. I hate them, but if the freeware looks good enough, I'll deal with it. Well, that's exactly why I am not complaining about this this scenery. You know, this is a free scenery, but I'll tell you what, this right here, that's nostalgia to me.
And that's exactly why we use our radios right there.
What are we talking about over here? What are we doing? What are we yelling at this guy for?
San Francisco traffic, Thunder 4521, we're lining up runway 1 left at hotel. For Thunder 4521, San Francisco.
It's a very enthusiastic pilot we have on the ground here at San Francisco, I'll tell you that. Good Lord. This is nostalgia to me. I cannot tell you how much I miss seeing these airplanes at Vegas. Virgin America, they merged with Alaska, and Alaska is getting rid of all of their Airbuses. They're going back to being a strictly Boeing carrier. So it's like, who are they going to lease their Airbuses to?
Thunder 4521, taking off runway 1 left on the offshore to departure. Bellows transition up to 4000, flight level 210, departure to the south for that.
All right. I really appreciate the call outs, my guy. But the enthusiasm, I appreciate it. You know, I really do get that. But yelling in my ear. So we're disconnected from the network. Let's go, W landing, Mike. I appreciate that. Bro is trying too hard with that pilot voice. You think? Lord have mercy. But this right here, I loved flying Virgin America in the simulator. You do not beat this red Virgin America is something I'd never heard of. Yeah, so Virgin America is exactly what it is. It was Virgin America. Subsidiary to Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Australia and all that kind of stuff. So we had Virgin Australia, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin, I believe Europe, if I'm not mistaken, they have a Virgin carrier out there. I'm not entirely sure who it is, though. But Virgin America was that for America, right? It was an American low-cost carrier. Beautiful airplanes. You know, absolutely loved seeing these airplanes. You know, they had American flags on their winglets of the Airbuses, like you can see. Actually, they have it modeled over here. You see that right there? Like this right here, I loved seeing these planes. And from what I heard from a lot of pilots that flew for Virgin America, said it was one of the best airlines to be with because they treated their pilots like gold. And then Alaska bought them, and they merged, right? And all the pilots from Virgin America said the merger went okay. You know, it was all right. But, you know, any airline merger, you know, is going to have its issues with the pilots from one airline going to another. And Virgin America ceased to exist. Virgin America Airbuses became Alaska Airbuses, and now Alaska is becoming a strictly Boeing carrier. And if I'm not mistaken, Virgin America, that merger with Alaska was a while ago. Yeah, let's see. When did Virgin America merge with Alaskan Airlines? 2018. Yeah, so it's been 5 years since that merger. So I definitely miss seeing these things here. You know, it was such a cool airplane to see. And look up some trip reports, Flightline. There are a lot of trip reports on YouTube from Virgin America. Dang, now I want to fly for Virgin America. Why did they have to merge? Well, money will do that to them, man. Anytime an airline is starting to see some financial struggles, which I believe was the case, if I'm not mistaken, Alaska merged its operations with Virgin America in 2018 and stopped using the Virgin brand the following year. Virgin told London's High Court in October that Alaska, as the legal successor to Virgin America, is obliged to make the annual payment. Virgin wins 106. Yeah, it was something. It was like a trademark dispute or something like that between Virgin and Alaskan Airlines, and Virgin won $160 million or something like that in a trademark dispute against Alaska. And Virgin America had its first public offering in 2014. And Virgin America was actually the launch customer for the Airbus A321neo. Fun fact. So they were the first customer in the United States to order the Airbus A321neo and launch it. But yeah, it is what it is. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get the flight plan set up for our second leg to Las Vegas. Actually, you know what? You know what we forgot to do? This is what we forgot to do right here. We forgot to take a look at this landing. Let's go ahead and take a look at this landing.
$2,500. $1,000. $500.
Yeah, this was a beautiful landing. God, I love this livery. I don't know why. There's something so simplistic about it that I just absolutely love. Like, I like the new ones, you know, the Evo Blue. Looks good, but, you know, just the... Bro, I didn't read the title. Second leg, let's go. Yeah, bro. We're about to make our way down to Vegas. I got to put this 4070 to the test, bro. Got to see how that's going. Let's get our music started back up. Flared a bit too soon, but still a legal landing. Beautiful landing. A little left of that center line, that's not a problem. flight line being 3 feet away from guessing the landing rate. Would you say negative 156? It was negative 159. Yes, sir. Just left of that center line. That's all good. That happens. All right. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a long wing view approach into San Francisco while I get the second flight set up. I will be right back. I feel like older liveries look better in most cases. Not all the time, but for sure most of the time. Yeah, like I don't like United's Battleship Gray livery. I was never a fan of that. One livery I was a huge fan of before they merged with Delta was Northwest. I really liked that livery, the silver and red. That was a really nice airplane. But all right, well, give me just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna get the second flight set up with SimBrief and filed with VATSIM. I will be right back, and then we'll make our way down to Vegas. All right, we are back. Got our flight plan all set and ready to go to Vegas. Lost wages, as I like to call it. A lot of people like to call it, I assume. Just finishing up a couple of last minute things, getting the flight all set. And we will be on our way. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and just finish up with our flows really quickly. I'm going to shut the packs down real quick. Actually, no, we'll keep those running. No reason we need to shut this off. We'll get the probe heat off, get ELEX 1 and 2 off. Yaw damper can come off. Fuel pumps can come off. We'll leave the left aft on. Oh, goodness, excuse me, apologies. I do a quick realignment of the IRSs. Looks fine to me. Okay. Seatbelt sign can come off. All right, cool. Well, let's head down to our fuel weight and balance. Let's see, look at that landing rate. Excellent. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Average? That's a bit much, you think? Huh. All right, then. Average. I'll show you average. Kidding. All right. SimBrief is telling me that I need 15.8 on the fuel, 15,800 pounds of fuel. And we're going to have a zero fuel weight of 125.2, so we're only losing 300 pounds. So we need 30.2 on the payload. 125.2 sounds good to me. Head down to our init ref page. We are on the ground in San Francisco. Grab our GPS left position and set it into the IRS position. Get that all set and ready to go. We are going from San Francisco to Las Vegas, my hometown. We are United. Is it 1961, I believe it is? Yes, 1961 is our call sign for this flight. Speaking of, let me go ahead and get my ACARs running. And let's reconnect to the network. We are United 1961. Beautiful. All right, United 1961. We are going to be departing off of, let me see. I believe the ATIS said we were departing on the ones, if I'm not mistaken. Off of the stick 5. Yeah. We're departing 1 left, 01 left. We could do the right side though if we wanted that extra 1,000 feet.
San Francisco traffic, United 1482, taxiing to runway 1 left via Alpha, San Francisco.
Yeah, no, screw it. We'll take the left side. All right, we're going to activate and execute that. We'll head over to our departures page. We're departing 1 left. We're going to be off the stick 5 departure to the Intel transition. Yep, Intel. I've done this flight 1,000 times as well. All right, from there, we're going to head over to the route page. From Intel, we are jumping onto an Airway Quebec 174 to Fletcher, Foxtrot Lima, Charlie Hotel Romeo. We'll execute that. From there, we're jumping onto our arrival. Let me see what Vegas is doing today. I believe they're landing the 1s and the 26s. Those are approaching use, landing runways 26 left and 19 right. Oh, they're landing the 19s. Okay, so we're going to take the ILS. I believe it's going to be Yankee. I believe it's ILS Yankee 2. Let me see. Yeah, ILS Yankee to runway 26 left. Going to be taking that via Bourbon. That's going to be on the Cocktail 3 arrival with the Fletcher transition. Execute that. Head over to our legs page. Make sure we don't have any discontinuities in the flight plan, which we do not in at ref. We're going to have 1 in the reserves. 35 is the cost index for today's flight. We're cruising at 31,000 feet. Go ahead and execute that. We have a cruise wind. SimBrief's telling me our cruise winds are 234 at 24 knots. 234 at 24. With an ISO deviation of +2. Go and execute that. Yeah. And 1 limit. We're not doing a derated takeoff. 1 left is about 7,000 feet, so we're going to need all the power we can get. We will do a derated climb. Takeoff flaps 5. And I have 133 on the V1, 135 rotate, 146 on the V2. That is all set and ready to go, and go and get the fuel pumps back online. And I think we're about ready to go. Do a quick recycle of the flight directors. Go ahead and set 31,000 in the MCP, as we do not have a DC online as of right now. And we need 161 in the MCP. VREF V2 plus 15 on the VREF. All right, we are looking good. We are looking good. Yeah, I think we're ready to actually push back and get on our way. How about we do that? All right, better push back. Start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Oh. Let's do this. Let's do this, and then let's do this right here. We'll do that. How does that look?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Beautiful. All right. Appreciate you guys' patience while I got the second flight set up. Hope you're all still with me, hanging out. If not, it's totally fine.
San Francisco traffic, United 1482, departing runway 1 left, San Francisco.
We got about an hour and 10-minute flight time today. I'm gonna reset the chrono. I always forget to stop the chrono after I land. Alright, APU is on and running. Get the seatbelt sign online. Everybody sit down, shut up, enjoy the flight.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Looking good. Yes, sir, I'm chilling. Chilling like a villain. Flightline, did you get that that aileron trim issue figured out that you were dealing with yesterday, man? That landing you did, with all due respect, that had me in tears yesterday. You have the opposite problem with me. I always forget to start the chrono. Yeah, I always start it. I always forget to stop it. Always.
So
hopefully you got that.
And bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, parking brake is released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right. Go and get the packs off. Get ready for engine start. Packs are coming off. All right. We are clear of the jetways. This guy right over here, taking off. Beautiful. All right. Turn engine 2. N2's on the rise, waiting for 25%. It's 25%. We're going to introduce fuel. All right, EGT is on the rise. Good start on engine 2. Bro, Owls was dying of laughter too. Apparently it's a really ass bug. That landing was so bad, but literally couldn't do anything. laughed about it later myself. Hey, sometimes that's just all you can do, to be honest. You know, sometimes flight simulators will just not be your friend, and everything will go wrong. I've had days like that, believe me. All right. Go ahead and set engine 1 to the ground position. Get it all started. N2 is on the rise. In for 25%. It's 25. Go ahead and introduce fuel. Sorry, my Discord is going a bit crazy right now. Alright, we got a good start on both. We'll get the engine gens online, APU bleed can come off, get our packs back online. Yaw dampers coming online, probe heat coming on, and our hydraulics are coming online. I'm going to shut down the APU, wait for the tug to finish their pushback. Pulling us into position 7.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, brakes are set, cleared to disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
That's what do we need on the trim? 4.25. So we need to reset our trim a little bit. Right there looks about good to me. Got our TCAS on, squawking 2000 for VATSIM. Hopefully my next 737 stream goes well, going somewhere nobody usually goes, so hope the plane cooperates. That's cool. Where are you going? If you don't want to say now and just wait for this stream, that's fine. All right. We are looking good. The engine's over to the continuous position.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
All right. We're going to set flaps 5. Our auto brakes into the RTO position. Oh, forgot to turn the beacon on. My bad. Set our pressurization panel up again. We're at 31,000 feet this time. And I believe the landing altitude is 2181 in Vegas. Yeah, so we're going to set 2150. All right. Now it looks like we're just going to take Alpha all the way around. And take one left at Mike 1. Nigeria, it's special to me because my dad is from there. If the plane goes stupid, expect a redemption flight. Oh, definitely. Definitely. That's one thing that I need to start doing is flying outside of the United States. I literally only fly in the United States. You know, I've done a couple of transatlantic flights and, you know, flights over to Hawaii and stuff like that, but like I've only flown a handful of times in like Asia and Europe and stuff like that. You know, I'm comfortable in the US, but I definitely want to get out of that comfort zone a little bit and start diving into that to more destinations around the world. All right. You're looking good. Everything is all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and get a quick taxi checklist. After start anti-ice is as required. Not required at this time. Generators are on. Air conditioning bleeds are set. Recall is checked. Flaps are set position 5 with the green light. Flight controls. Do a quick flight control test. Full left. Full right. Neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full left, and full right, and neutral. Flight controls are free and correct. Next is before takeoff, and we'll be on our way. Let's go ahead and get taxied out. Exactly. Only reason I was confined to the U.S. for so long is because I was afraid that foreign charts would look like. I'm chilling though. Yeah, I mean, like I've flown in Europe. I've flown in Asia. Like I've done it before. It's just been a really long time since I've done it. And plus, like an X-plane, I don't have any ortho photo on that side of the world, and I don't have any space on my hard drive to start doing ortho on that side of the world. So maybe in Microsoft. Being I have the new graphics card, then Microsoft is definitely something that I'm going to be testing again here soon. Maybe once I get back into Microsoft and all that kind of good stuff, we'll start doing some flying over there. And I'll start, you know, challenging myself again with airports I've never flown into. Like, I've never flown into Innsbruck, and I've watched Captain Canada do it. I've watched many of people do it. And that's something I definitely want to try out. Taxi light's coming on, and I definitely want to do some long hauls, you know, like excuse me, like Miami to Portugal or something like that, you know, when the long haulers start coming out for X-plane and for Microsoft. I don't know if you're interested in Flightline, but I was talking to Owl and Aviation 777 about it yesterday. United is debuting or doing their inaugural A321neo flight on December 14th. Now, December 14th is not a day that's going to work for me unless we stream super early in the morning, but I know, like, Owl and them have school and stuff, so. But I'm going to talk with Owl. I'm going to try and find a day to where we all can collaborate with each other and stream. But I'm going to be replicating United's first A321neo flight. On December 14th, their actual inaugural flight is going to be Chicago to Phoenix. Their call sign is going to be United 321. But they also have another flight going out with the 321neo that day. I believe it's United 2357 is the call sign or something like that. And that's going from Chicago to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But I'm definitely wanting to plan a stream replicating the inaugural 321neo flight. I already have a livery. I have that tail number for the 321neo and X-plane. So I'm definitely planning on doing Chicago to Phoenix and replicating the inaugural flight. And I wanted to kind of try and make it a group thing. So if you're interested in doing that with us, by all means, you don't have to do like or fly the A321 or anything like that, but if you just want to join us and fly with us, whether it's a 7.3 or whatever, or flying the Phoenix A320 or whatever it might be, just opening the invite to a bunch of people, so you get a little bit of a conga line going, like preferably, you know, flying the 321 for United, or a 321neo for United, but obviously I know Microsoft doesn't have like a really feasible 321neo to be flying, Bet I got you. Would love to collab. Might have to be jump seat though. Can't fly much more than Boeing. Question. Are you familiar with Airbus? You thought it was shared cockpit. It's not going to be shared cockpit simply because the 321neo and Microsoft really, from what I understand, isn't the best. But it's definitely going to be like a conga line of airplanes that I'm trying to get going. So if you're interested, definitely just let me know. I'm going to talk with Owl a little later this week, figure out if we can't get that planned. It might have to be towards the end of December if we can't get planned, because unfortunately at my job we have a massive event coming up in the next couple of weeks, and that's mandatory overtime for my job, so I'm going to be working I think like 18 days straight so I'll only have time to stream in the morning. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Even if we don't do it like soon, it's something that I plan on doing. Tried it once. I'm absolutely not familiar with Airbus. I was hoping the Phoenix 321 would be my first Airbus. Hey man, look, I am an Airbus fanatic. I love Airbus. So if you, now granted, I am not a type-rated pilot, right? I am not a commercial pilot. I do not fly the A320 family in real life, but as an airplane I know very well. So if you're ever wanting to get into it, let me know. You know enough about an airplane to fly a Boeing, so once you learn the differences between the Boeing and the Airbus, it's the same thing. And in my opinion, the Airbus is a bit easier to fly than the 737 is, so just let me know if you want some tips or tricks. I will happily help you out with that. Alright, there's one left. Verified and confirmed. Quick before takeoff checklist. Takeoff data and bugs have been checked. Flaps are set position 5 with the green light. Stab trim, according to the FMC, is going to be at 4.25 degrees. That is set and confirmed. Takeoff briefing is complete. Well, not necessarily complete. We're flying to stick 5 departure. It's going to be heading 014 off departure. Above 520 feet, make an initial left turn to stick, then to port above 10,000, and then to intel on the departure. HUD is set, not going to be using it. I don't use the HUD. Generators are on. Air conditioning and bleeds are auto and set. MCP and ND are checked. Runway 1 left is checked and verified. Passenger announcement has been completed. Lights are set, and we are cleared for takeoff. All right. Throttles are set 40 degrees. 40 degrees, goodness, 40%. All right. Auto throttles armed. Go VNAV, LNAV. I forgot to do that. And toga. Alright, engines are set. Airspeed's alive. There's 80 knots. Cross check.
V1.
And rotate. Alright, positive rate of climb. Gear is coming up. Bet. Appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, anytime, bro. Start this left turn. Autopilot 1 is coming on. Alright, let's start getting our flaps up. After takeoff checklist, flaps are coming up. We'll verify no lights. Alright, flaps are up, no lights. Gear is up and into the off position. Auto brake is set to the off position. Air conditioning, bleeds, and pressurization are checked and verified. Anti-ice and APU as required. After takeoff checklist is complete. We are on our way, ladies and gentlemen. departure out of San Francisco. San Francisco down there. And we are on our way. See, Flightline, I did it. I forgot to start the fucking chrono. You jinxed me. It says we need to be below 10,000 feet, but I'm going to simulate that. ATC has given an instruction to climb and maintain flight level 310. We're going to flight level change. I'm at 250 knots. Once we pass 10,000 feet, I will get us up to our cruise speed. There's 10,000 feet. Get our landing lights off. Logo and wing light are off. Dang, rip chrono. LOL, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Sped up to 290 knots, so 300 just to our cruise speed. Climbing through 15,000 feet, we get the system sounds down just a bit. Get some music going. I wonder what kind of music I can find. Let's find some house music. I really like house music. Through 18,000 feet, and set standard on the altimeters. Get our engine switches over to the off position. hit VNav. Back on our VNav profile. Let's go back a little bit more. Let's get like a rear wing view. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. About to have a study session with some friends. I'll see you in a bit. Sounds like a planned flight line. Been hanging out with you. Appreciate you tuning in and checking out the stream. Cabin looking lit. Hell yeah, man. This is a free. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Free airplane. This airplane is free. You know, let me make it a little even better, right? Let me go here. Let me go here. Ground service, cabin lighting. Let's go to cruise, right? Let's do that again. Look at that. Look at that. Now we got our cruise lighting on. Look at that. Look at these IFEs. Look at these screens right here. Look at that. This is a free, F-R-E-E, free 99 airplane. Alright? And in my opinion, better than the PMDG. This tablet alone is better than PMDG's. Yeah. Let me say it again, Flightline, for the people. Free. Link is in the description, my guy. Matt, my guy, what's up, bro? How you feeling? You feeling better? I'm still battling that sinus infection too. I think it's going around. Not better since it's changing now. It's a different. Yeah, free is wild. I thought PMDG was good. The cabin alone is so much better. Yeah, bro. Like, look. And first, sorry you're not feeling too hot. 'Tis the season. I think we all caught it when we got together for our Friendsgiving. It's me, you, Nando, you know, all that stuff. I think we all just ended up catching the same thing. Luckily, my symptoms have not been that bad. But I'm not going to speak too soon. I've just been popping Dayquil like it's candy. But yeah, free is wild. I thought PMDG was good. The cabin alone is so much better. You know, look, bro. This is why I have my opinions about aircraft developers. You know, all that kind of stuff. If someone can take an airplane like this, right? With a cockpit like this, that is study level quality, with an FMC like this, and give an IFB like this for free,
You then can ask me the question why I don't fly Microsoft very much and fly the PMDG very much. Now, I own the PMDG. Don't get me wrong, I own it. But this was free. I've been flying a Payware 737 for 3 years without spending a dime. You know. Now, granted, I've spent money in the simulator. That's apparent. You know, with the Airbuses that I fly and all that kind of stuff. The ToLiss Airbuses are not cheap products, but they're worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, but this airplane is fucking free. All you gotta do is download it and install it into your simulator, my man. And there are no mods in this airplane. I have 0 modifications done to this airplane. No sound packs, no nothing. This is how it comes out the box. How long of a flight? We're going from San Francisco to Vegas, so not too long. My flight planner was telling me about an hour and 10 minutes airtime from takeoff to landing, so we got about 40 minutes left. 40 minutes, yeah, they're telling me. So we should be on the ground by about 1 o'clock Pacific time. We are cruising at 31,000. We're going to get the seatbelt sign off. Let the passengers roam about the cabin. Excuse me, guys, just getting caught up on a couple of things on my computer. I don't like this song. Next. I don't like this music. This seems pretty decent. Sorry, just taking a screenshot really quickly of something I need to send off to one of the hub managers or one of the staff members, one of the virtual airlines I fly for. Still cruising along, got about 25 minutes. Beautiful day. Clear skies across the valley. I like this song. miles to our top of descent. Looking good. Oh, we can speed up just a bit. Let's go Mach 0.80 in speed. Get a little bit more speed behind us. Volanta's telling me about 17 minutes, give or take. Got about 71 miles, 71 nautical miles till our top of descent. I'm making a right turn here shortly, and then we'll be starting down on our arrival into Vegas. And I am excited to see how this 4070 performs with Vegas scenery at the graphics I have it set to. I have my graphics near maxed out, so we will see how it goes. Do a quick weather check in Las Vegas. Winds are 060 at 4, 10 statute mile visibility, 3023 on the altimeter. Double check the ATIS right now. Who's flying this plane? Who's driving this bus? Visual approaches in use, landing 26 left, 19 right. Yeah, so the landing runways have not changed. We are getting close. It's been a beautiful day of flying. Beautiful day. A little light chop going into San Francisco, but nothing that's not manageable. How do I find what motherboard again? You can check your task manager, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. No, not in your task manager. Huh. Do you have a monitoring, like a PC specs monitoring app installed on your computer? 'Cause usually those will tell you your hardware. Like I use NZXT-CAM. If you want to look into that, Matt, that's how I monitor my computer temps and stuff like that. So if you want to check that out, this is the link to it. That is what I use to monitor my computer's temperatures. And then if you end up going with that map, once you open up NZXT-CAM, you just click on specs, and NZXT-CAM will tell you all of your computer specs, including your motherboard. I have the Omen Hub, but doesn't give me motherboard details. Yeah, download NZXT-CAM. That's what I just linked in the description or in the chat. That is what I use, and once you have it installed, that'll monitor your computer's temperatures and also tell you your PC specs. I can show you what it looks like here. Give me just 1 second. So this is what NZXT-CAM looks like. So you can see I'm monitoring my computer's temperatures and all that kind of stuff. Tells me my RAM percentage and all that kind of stuff. Storage, and then if you come over here to system specs, literally tells me all of my specs right here. So this is my motherboard. It's a Pro Z690A DDR4 from MSI. So that's what NZXT-CAM is. So I would highly recommend just downloading that, and it's very accurate on your temps as well. We are getting close to our top of descent. Let's go ahead and brief our arrival. We are flying the Cocktail 3 arrival into Vegas. Very, very fitting arrival for Las Vegas, if I do say so myself. Let me just get the rest of my charts up real quick. I got your message, dude. Yeah, just download NZXT-CAM. That'll tell you all your stuff. Or if you have the box to your computer or anything like that, that should be able to tell you what your motherboard is. Alright, go ahead and brief this arrival real quick. We are flying the Cocktail 3 arrival into Las Vegas. From Bourbon, maybe a Bourbon for 8,000 feet at 210 knots. We're flying the ILS Yankee to 26 left from Bourbon. So you can see it's a bit of a kind of a RNAV approach, if you would. This is a very, very common approach in Las Vegas right here. You see this every single day. And then we are going to be parking Terminal D. Not sure what gate yet. We'll get that gate shortly. We're going to be parking in Terminal 3 at a Concourse D. So yeah, You're coming in right now, just a little above Fletcher. We're going to go ahead and set 8,000 feet in the MCP. Let's set 8,000 now. That's our bottom altitude on the arrival. I do not believe we have any ATC into Vegas. Let me double check. Nope. No ATC, but that is just fine. Alright, we're about 10 miles from the top of descent, so I'm going to go ahead and start us down now. We're going to go ahead and start descend now. Alright, we're going to plan for a flaps 30 arrival. 144 knots on the approach speed. Alright, descent checklist. Pressurization is being checked. Has been checked. Anti-ice is as required. Landing data has been prepared. Terrain display selected. It is a very mountainous terrain arrival into Las Vegas, so we're going to go ahead and select our terrain. And transition level or altimeter's transition is going to be 18,000 feet. And our altimeter into Vegas is going to be 3023, so we're going to go ahead and bug that in the altimeter real quick. So when we pass 18,000 feet, all we have to do is click standard, and that will set it to 3023 right over here. So we have that in standby. And our descent checklist is complete. Our landing data has been prepared. Matt, did you get a NZXT cam downloaded? Doing research on the motherboard. What kind of motherboard is it? Next song. Don't like that song. HP 87C3. This song kind of goes hard, not gonna lie. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it's saying that your motherboard is compatible with the 3060 Ti as long as it has a PCIe slot, which it should. So... you should be fine, dude. That is 18,000. Go ahead and set 3023 in the altimeters. We're getting close. Descending through 16,000 feet. You can see Vegas up here on our left-hand side. None of the buildings have loaded in yet, though. All right, we're descending through 10,000 feet. There's Vegas off to the left, and we're still in the 40s. Looking good. 10,000 feet landing lights coming on. Crescent lights are coming on. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and take control of the speed. I'm gonna go ahead and get the music off as we prepare for our arrival. Start slowing us back to 210 knots. Start getting some flaps out. Get our system sounds back up. We are looking good. Go ahead and tune 5,000. Excuse me. All right. We'll be parking today at gate Delta 54 out of Concourse D. So Delta 54. So I'm gonna plan hopefully to vacate by either Alpha 5 or Alpha 6 off of 26 left. Hopefully Alpha 5 we can make, cross 26 right at Alpha 5, and then take Bravo. Bravo to Charlie 5, and then we'll enter the terminal through Charlie 5. That sounds good to me. Starting our turn. We are getting close. Hopefully this is a good landing. I love flying into Vegas. It's a beautiful city to fly into. Alright, we'll be flying on course 259. 259 bugged on both sides. And then let's get 111.5. Oh goodness. Tuned into the ILS. Get that all set and ready to go. Go ahead and arm the localizer. Slow us back to 200 knots. Flaps 5 out. Alright, got the localizer, go ahead and arm the approach. Alright, before landing checklist, approach brief has been completed, seatbelt sign is off. Goodness, we'll turn that back on. My bad. Passenger announcement has been completed, recall is checked. Auto brakes are as required, set to position 1. HUD is set, not applicable, we're not using it. Not applicable, sorry, not using it. Radios and displays are set and cross-checked. Speed brakes are armed with the green light. Gear to go and flaps to go. I'm going to go ahead and set our approach speed in, start slowing down back to our approach speed. 144 is our reference speed today. Go ahead and drop the gear.
Gear down, 3 greens.
$2,500.
Keep getting our flaps out. All right. Continuing to before landing checklist. Gear is down, 3 greens, and flaps are set position 30 with the green light. We have been cleared to land. Vegas Traffic United 1961 is on about a 5-mile final for 26 left. Vegas. Go around altitude 6,000. Go and get that set. Go ahead and bug our heading in. Don't know who's here, but if you are here, go ahead and get your landing rates in the chat. Guess what our landing rate is going to be. There is 1,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and take control of the airplane. My airplane, my throttles.
$500. $400.
Light slow. Light slow.
300.
Get some lag spikes there.
Approaching minimums.
Light slow.
Shut up, we're
Light
fine.
slow.
We are fine.
Light slow.
200. Minimums.
Landing.
$100.
Nellis
50.
traffic, Viper 1, taxiing 21 right,
30.
via Foxtrot, Echo, Nellis.
10.
Beautiful. Bit of a lag spike. I gotta take this landing rate monitor out. That's what's causing my lagging. We're not gonna make Alpha 5, but we will make Alpha 6. My brakes. Reverses to the idle position. Stow the reversers. We'll take the high speed to the right here as we're slowing down. Beautiful. That was a gorgeous landing. All right. Vegas traffic. United 1961 vacated 26 left at Alpha 6. We're crossing 26 right at Alpha 6. Bravo Charlie 5 to the terminal. Final call for Vegas. Great day. Beautiful. That was an awesome landing. Keep our lights on for right now as we are crossing an active runway. Check real quick, make sure we don't got anybody on final or taking off. No, we do not. No, we're actually going to transition over to Bravo 6 real quick. Frames are doing beautifully. It says 30. All right, we are clear of the actives. Let's go ahead and clean up the flaps. Our lights off. And then switches go back to the off position. Logo wing light come off. Strobes are coming off. And let's get this APU started. Beautiful day of flying. So the landing rate monitor popped up on the screen, said -92. ACARS said -116, so I'm inclined to follow ACARS. It's really a nice day of flying. Actually, we're going to take Charlie 6 in. Nice Delta Airbus over there. This is actually kind of saying that I'm on grass right now, based off of the ground shaking that I'm getting, so I'm going to transition over just a little bit. Wondering why the hell we were slowing down. Awesome. Drive this highway very frequently. Come up over this hill right here, and you can start seeing all the planes over here at Concourse D. Alright, we are looking for Delta 5-4, which is going to be on the opposite side. It's going to be right on this side of this little terminal here. Unfortunately, Vegas does not have, the scenery does not have any airport marshalers, so we're going to just have to cheat our way in a little bit. This van needs to move because I'm going to that gate, but that's all good. They have a mind of their own, I promise you. So go ahead and get taxied in. Said we're gonna have to cheat just a little bit. That lined up, that's fine. Cells right at the second line. That works for me. Beautiful. Park and brake is set. APU is online and available. APU gens are coming on. APU bleed is online. Alright, rolling back 2. And rolling back 1.
Vegas traffic Southwest 364, taxi runway 26 right, Vegas.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's an awesome day of flying. Go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. Alright, United has received my report. Awesome. Goodness gracious. Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at this landing, shall we? Get ready for the end of the stream. That was a very, very nice landing into Vegas. I really enjoyed that. All right, there's about fine. Let's Let's go ahead and get a little tower view going. Right there, looks good. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice landing. There we go. A little bit left of the center line. Not too bad this time, though. Beautiful. There we go. Awesome. I saw my house, he says. Right. Man. That was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day of flying. And an awesome landing into Vegas. And I'm a bit biased because I live here, but I love flying into this airport. It is genuinely a fantastic airport to fly into. It's set right in the middle of the city. You know, you get the strip views and all that kind of good stuff. It is genuinely a awesome, awesome place to fly into. Well, with that being said, that's going to go ahead and do it for today. I genuinely do appreciate all those that tuned in and chatted with me and hung out and all. What the hell are these flying cars right here? My gosh. All right then. Anyway, like I was saying, I do genuinely appreciate each and every one of you that tune into my streams and hang out with me and help me grow this channel. It really is appreciated. Like I said, we're trying to reach about 100 subs by the end of the year. That's going to be the goal for me. If I could reach 100 subs by the end of December into 2024, that would just be fantastic. But
2,500.
you know, if not, it is just genuinely fine. I'm not expecting it or anything like that. Just a goal of mine. But you know, all the support that I've been receiving on the channel lately, and you know, all the friends that I've been making and people that I've been meeting, all that kind of stuff. I've,
50, 40,
you know,
30,
really been enjoying the people that I've been meeting and talking with, and people that have been coming in and chatting with me. It's, you know, been a lot of fun. So again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I really would appreciate a subscription from you. Yeah, it's free to do, and you can change your mind whenever you want to.
2,500.
Man, that's loud. Let me turn this down real quick as I'm trying to talk to you guys.
2,500. 2,500.
Anyway, like I was saying, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Completely free to do so, and you can change your mind whenever you want to. Leave me a like and comment if you wish. Any constructive criticism I'm open to. Believe it or not, if you hit the dislike button, it does not faze me, not one bit. So I really do appreciate all of those that tune in and hang out with me, and are continuing to help me grow this community and this channel. If you have not joined my Discord, I highly recommend you do so. I do post channel updates in that Discord as well. The link to the Discord is in the description of my stream. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, start getting ready for work, and returning to being an adult and not playing video games. So, with all that being said, I'm out of here. I will see you guys on the next stream. I'll hopefully be live tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. All right. So, thanks for joining in, and I will see ya.